Jack opened his eyes, and gentle wind brushed against the skin. It smelled sweet and fresh. Annie looked at the window. Nice, she said. Jack looked up too. The treehouse landed on top of a tall palm tree. The palm tree was at the edge of the flower meadow. On one side of the meadow, a cliff dropped down to the beach and ocean. On the other side in the meadow, with the rooftops of a small village. Beyond the village, with taller gray mountains, misty clouds hid their peaks. Waterfalls stood on the sides. I told you I liked Hawaii, said Annie. Don't you? I have to learn about it first, said Jack. He pushed his glasses into place, opened the research book. He read aloud. Hawaii is a chain of islands in the Pacific Ocean, the largest island in Hawaii, which gives its name to the whole group. The islands were formed millions of years ago by volcanoes. The volcanoes erupted under the ocean. Over time, the craters spoke out the water. Wow, said Annie. We're on the top of a volcano. Yeah, said Jack. He read on. The volcanic rock crumbled into the soil. Over millions of years, when the bird dropped seed on the island, plants and trees began to grow, and birds and insects made their homes. Cool, said Jack. He took out his notebook and pencil and wrote. Even if birds grow seed. He read some more. About 2,000 years ago, people first came to Hawaii. They came into New Motherland's Pacific. They rode for thousands of miles across the ocean, guided only by the wind and stars. Hey, listen, said Annie. Jack put down the book and listened. Sounds of music and laughter floated on the bridge. There must be a party in the village, said Annie. Let's go. What about building the ship? Asked Jack. We'll figure that later, said Annie. Let's meet some people at the party, maybe they can help us. She started down the ladder. Jack heard a whoop of laughter at a distance. The party does sound fun, he thought. He packed up his things and followed Annie down to the ground. The sun was low in the sky. They walked through the meadow toward the village. Everything was bathed in a golden red glow. Oh man, breathed Jack. There was beauty everywhere. Flower flowers shaped like bells, white flowers that looked like stars, tall feathery ferns, green spiky plants, big orange, black and butterflies, and tiny yellow birds. When they got close to the village, they saw an open area filled with people. Jack and Annie slipped down the palm tree. They peeked out at the party. There were 50 people, including grown-ups and teenage and little kids. They were all very and were. A woman was chanting. Her words rose and fell like waves. She chanted in a by the volcano goddess named Helen. While she chanted, other people played music. Some blew one pipes that looked like flutes. Others shoot goals that sound like baby rattles. Some hit sticks together to make clicking sounds. Most of the village were dancing to the music. They stepped from the side to side. They swayed their heads to wave their hands. They're doing the hula, whispered Annie. She smiled and waved her hands too. Don't get carried away, whispered Jack. He took out the book and found the picture Hawaiian standing. He read, the early Hawaiian language. They told stories hula dancing. The hula is a blend of dancing and chanting poetry. Jack pulled out his notebook. He started listening about early Hawaii. No written language, stories with hula. Suddenly Jack called loud laughter and clapping, and looked up. Annie was gone. Jack picked up from behind a tree. Annie was doing the hula with the dancers. But no one seemed surprised. Everyone smiled at her and kept dancing. A girl caught sight of Jack. She looked about Annie's age. She had long shiny black hair and a big friendly smile. Come to the hula, she called to him. No way, Jack breathed. He slipped behind the tree again, but the girl then stood over to it, took his hand. Join us, she said. No thanks, said Jack. The girl then let go. She pulled Jack into the open. The music got louder, and dancers and musicians nodded and smiled at Jack. Jack stood still. He didn't know how to do any kind of dance, let alone a hula. sat at the ground clutching his backpack and notebook until the music and dancing ended. The Hawaiians gathered around Jack and Annie. They all had friendly, open faces. "Who are you?" the young girl asked. "I'm Annie," said Annie. "This is my brother Jack." "I'm Kam," the girl said. "This is my brother Boca." She pointed to a boy in the crowd and looked about Jack's age. The boy stepped forward. He grinned a big ran just like his sister. The pulled-up fluffy flowers. He put it around Annie's neck. "A lei to welcome you," Boca said. Kama then pulled up a lei, put it around Jack's neck. "Aloha, Jack and Annie," everyone said.